First, the record. On the evening of December 15, 1967, at rush hour, 46 people were lost when a bridge fell into the Ohio River in under a minute. We begin here and keep the camera on the engineering in their memory. Most suspension bridges hang from woven steel cable. This one hung from chains of flat steel bars called eyebars, pinned end to end, like the links of a bicycle chain scaled up to hold a highway. The whole bridge rode on those links. Remember that. Here is the first flaw, and it is in the very idea. Each link was just a pair of eyebars joined to the next pair by a single pin. There was no spare, no second path for the load. If one bar in one link let go, the chain was broken and the bridge with it. Engineers call that fracture critical. If you would rather understand why things fail than watch them fail, subscribe. A new failure is drawn here every week, and each one is a reason you are safer than you know. Now the flaw you could not see. Deep in the eye of one bar, around its pin, a tiny crack had been growing for 40 years, fed by corrosion working on steel under constant stress, what engineers call stress-corrosion cracking. It was about 1/10 of an inch buried inside the joint, where no inspector could ever look without taking the bridge apart. Now the load. By 1967, the traffic was heavier and more crowded than the bridge was ever drawn for, and at rush hour, the loaded chain pulled hardest right where that hidden crack waited. Watch the eye. The steel could take no more. The crack ran across the eye in an instant, a brittle cleavage fracture with no warning. The eye split, that bar dropped out of the link, and its partner slipped off the pin. Here is the line, one link, 40 years in the making. With one link gone, there was nothing to hold. The chain came apart, the towers on their rockers let go, and in under a minute, the whole bridge was in the river. Not a freak, a single hidden crack in a chain with no spare. The National Transportation Safety Board traced it precisely. A cleavage fracture of a single eyebar from a flaw 1/10 of an inch deep grown over 40 years by corrosion in a joint that could not be inspected on a chain that had no backup. Every part of that sentence was the problem. And here is why your bridge is safer. Out of this came the national rule that every highway bridge be inspected on a schedule, that the parts whose failure means collapse be identified and watched, and that new bridges carry a spare path for the load. The inspection on your bridge traces back to this one. Failure mode, a fracture critical eyebar. One flat bar, one hidden crack, and a chain with no spare. Nothing breaks without a reason. Now you know this one. Drawing filed. Like and subscribe to support the channel.